these 5 renovations are going to bring you the most value and satisfaction. Follow along because I'm going to detail for you the most valuable renovations that you can make and the pros and cons of each one. Now, when you think of the heart of your home, what comes to mind? For me and for a lot of people, it is the kitchen. As a former professional chef, the kitchen in my home is the #1 room that I love being in the most, besides the living room with my family. When we purchased the home that we live in now, we knew the first and most important renovation project we were going to tackle was the kitchen. I'm so glad that we did it the way we did because we added so much more value to the property and our house is just so much more functional because of it. According to Ramsey Solutions, a new kitchen can get a return of investment of up to 54%. That means that you can recoup about $29,700 after spending around $55,000. And if you do something like a minor renovation where you just maybe replace cabinet doors, paint, and things like that, you can see almost up to an 81% return on your investment. This is just an average too, so in your area, again, it might be completely different than my area. A modern functional kitchen will completely change the aesthetic of the interior of your home. Here are some of the key updates that you can make. You can completely outright renovate and redesign the entire kitchen. Or you can look at making some more minor repairs, such as replacing the fronts of kitchen cabinets, updating the countertops, updating the appliances, or even changing out light fixtures. Just understand this. The cost difference is going to be pretty dramatic between doing a complete kitchen renovation or just the minor updates. Here are some of the pros of updating your kitchen. It increases a home's value. It serves as a great gathering space for friends and family, enhances your day-to-day life, and it's very appealing to potential buyers. And here are some of the cons. It is costly depending on the size of the renovation, and it upends your life for a few months. When we were renovating our kitchen, we literally just decided to live in the basement. So we took a hot plate down in the basement and our microwave and our air fryer, and that's what we did. That's how we cooked our meals for almost 2.5 months. So just know that there are different variations of kitchen renovations, and what I just laid out are the pros and cons of each one. When buyers are shopping and they're actually touring homes, they generally have a checklist of items that they want in a home. A lot of buyers, and myself and my wife included, when we're searching for properties, they take into account like the future updates that they're going to have to make and the cost of what each one will be. So besides doing a full kitchen or even a minor kitchen renovation, the next most important thing that buyers are looking for are updated bathrooms. These are big ticket items, right? They cost a lot of money, or you can actually do them more economically if you decide to do some of the work yourself. It all depends on what your level and skill is. But according to HomeLight.com, a bathroom renovation can see up to a 74% return on investment, which really isn't bad at all with all things considered. And just like the kitchen renovation, you can do minor updates to the bathroom that are going to bring you a higher return on your investment. And I do know this, working with hundreds of buyers as well, that they all want updated bathrooms. The vast majority of people that are touring homes are not handy people, right? So they don't want to go into it and think like, oh man, I'm gonna have to update this, this, and this. You know, they actually just want it done already. So it's going to make the house way more appealing if your bathroom is already updated. And it's gonna give you a better quality of life for as long as you live in your home. Bathrooms are major selling points just like the kitchen, so take that into account when you're deciding to do any kind of renovation. Here are some of the pros of doing a bathroom renovation. It increases the value of your home, gives you a better quality of life, and it's very appealing to all potential buyers. Now I want to touch on some of the cons of a bathroom renovation. This renovation can also be very costly depending on the level. Puts you without a bathroom for a few weeks or months, and you may see and incur some unexpected cost. Just like doing a kitchen renovation, if you don't have a bathroom, you have to figure out other ways. Now generally, you can have 2 bathrooms, so everyone in the family might just have to use one for a certain period of time. But if you only have 1 bathroom, then there's things you have to do to work around that. I say this all the time to my clients and potential clients. First impressions are everything when you're selling your home. You only get one chance to make a very good first impression. When buyers are searching for a home, they do so online first through Zillow, Realtor.com, and all those sites. And what they see first is how your property is presented. The facade of the property, the exterior of the property. That's why the next most important renovation you can make is the curb appeal. There's nothing that can be more damaging to the sale of your home than having poor curb appeal when a buyer pulls up to the property, having overgrown weeds, cracked sidewalks, dirty siding, brick pointing that's falling out, whatever it is. If your curb appeal is not on point, then buyers are automatically going to be put into this perception that what else is wrong with the home if they can't take care of the exterior. Investing in curb appeal for your home is going to increase the value, help the sellability, and it's just going to be more inviting. Like, your house is going to stand out in your neighborhood, and that's what you want. Here's the thing with improving curb appeal. The price can range wildly, right? Because in my area, a lot of homes were built with stucco. And unfortunately in this area, right, in the Northeast, in greater Philadelphia, stucco just does not do well with the weather. So if you have to completely redo your home, if it's fully stucco, and let's just say it's like 3,500 square feet, you know, you're talking close to $100,000, which is astronomical, right? But you can do some smaller things to address the curb appeal and make it more attractive to potential buyers, such as replacing the front door with something more modern and stylish, upgrading garage doors, adding landscaping with colorful plants and shrubs, and applying a fresh coat of paint or siding to improve the overall look. Again, this is one of those things that you can do over time, you can do in pieces, and I highly suggest that you just keep on top of the maintenance items, right? Keep on top of painting, lawn care, and the actual appeal of your home, right? If you want to paint your stucco, or if you want to completely redo it, add siding, add hardy board, whatever it is, you know, those are big projects. And again, the pricing for it can be varied, right? It can be very expensive, or if you do it over time, it's a little bit more affordable. Here are some of the pros of updating the curb appeal of your home. It enhances first impressions, it increases the curb appeal and the market value, and it can be done incrementally to fit your budget. And these are some of the cons. It may require ongoing maintenance, and certain updates can be costly depending on the materials chosen. Create a budget, stick to the budget. That's what I'll say when it comes to curb appeal. And do things as much as you can yourself to help you save. I personally am a real estate investor. So when I'm looking at purchasing properties, I'm always looking at ways to add value, right? How can I take this property that I'm looking at, increase the value of it, and then resell it? And if you're thinking about this in terms of how can I add value to the home that I already live in, right? Because you might be in some kind of situation where you need more space. And that's the fourth renovation that I'm going to talk about today, which is adding usable space. What I mean by that is adding an ADU, which is an additional dwelling unit. So if you have a big enough property where you can build another smaller property on it, or finishing your basement and potentially even adding a bedroom somewhere. So those are ways that you can look interior and exterior, and also you can add a deck to the exterior of your home, or a porch, or a screened-in deck, whatever you want, but adding additional square feet, usable space. That is one of the renovations that is, and actually in my opinion, I think it's the #1 renovation that you can make to add the most value to your property, but it's also the most costly update you can make. Adding additional space is going to attract more buyers. More and more buyers are purchasing homes with the thought in mind that I may have to have my mom or dad or my in-laws move in with me at some point, especially millennial buyers, right? I'm a millennial buyer, and this I know, right? For myself, that I'm looking at adding an ADU to my property right now. But if I was actually in the market to buy, I'd be looking at a property with an in-law suite, because I understand, right? This is just a reality of life, that the majority of millennial buyers are purchasing homes with this in their mind, that they're gonna have potentially their parents or their in-laws move in with them. So if you can think of a way to add usable square feet to your house already, that is going to bring significant value to the actual property. Here are some of the pros. It expands the living space, increases property value, and provides flexible usage options. And here are some of the cons. It can be expensive depending on the type of space added. It requires careful planning to ensure structural integrity, and it may increase property taxes. That's a big one too, increasing property taxes, and not a lot of people think about that, but when you add more square footage to your home, especially if you're doing an ADU, that is most likely when the property is reassessed. Whenever that happens, it is different for every single county and every single state, but it's going to most likely increase the property taxes for your home. The fifth update that I'm going to talk about has gained so much popularity over the past few years. I can say this, that one of the largest buyer pools right now are millennials, like myself. And what we're looking for is to save money on all expenses when it comes to owning a home. And unfortunately, expenses for homes have been going up pretty dramatically over the past few years. That's why the fifth update that I'm going to talk about is energy efficient improvements. Buyers today are expense cautious. Any opportunity that they have to save on expenses, they're going to jump on it. So if you're thinking about making those energy efficient improvements, this is what I'm going to say. Energy efficient homes are in high demand as they offer lower operating costs and environmental benefits, making them attractive to the modern buyer. We're all about sustainability. That's the name of the game moving forward. And if you can make your house more sustainable for the future buyer, it's going to increase the value of it. Now I want to talk about some of the energy efficient updates that you can make. Number one is adding solar panels. Now it comes with its pros and cons, just like everything, right? So you can lease them or you can buy them. If you buy them, it's very expensive. If you lease them, that means that when you sell the property, the buyer has to be willing to take over the lease terms that you agreed on. And buyers generally are okay with that. I've sold a couple homes with solar panels. The buyers were completely okay with it. But reducing your electric bill is very, very appealing to the modern buyer. The second is adding more insulation to certain areas. So the more insulation that you add to your property, if it doesn't have proper insulation already, the more energy efficient the house will become. You won't be spending a ton of money on the AC in the summer or a ton of money on heat during the winter. The third upgrade is doing double pane or even triple pane windows. Windows can make your home very costly, especially if you have older windows that aren't working well. The next energy efficient update you can make is replacing the HVAC system with a high efficiency HVAC system. This is another one of those items that's going to help dramatically bring down the actual cost of operating the house on a day-to-day basis. And last, and this one's super easy, it's switching to LED lighting. LED bulbs use significantly less energy than traditional incandescent or CFL bulbs and last much longer. Now I want to touch on some of the pros of the energy efficient updates. It reduces your utility bills, which we already talked about. It increases the home value by making it more appealing to energy conscious buyers, and it contributes to environmental sustainability. And here are some of the cons. High initial costs for certain upgrades. Some upgrades may require ongoing maintenance or repairs over time, and the ROI may take several years to materialize, especially for high cost improvements. I always say this about making improvements and updates. You have improvements and updates that will add value to your home almost immediately, and then you have those maintenance items that don't generally add value to the home, but it helps with the sellability of the home. A new roof, windows, HVAC system, those are maintenance items, right? So those are the things that have to be updated over time. They don't necessarily add too much value, but when you're thinking about energy efficiency, that does add value to your property. It just may take a little bit longer. Here are a couple bonus items that I wanted to throw in there as well. In addition to essential renovations we've discussed, incorporating smart home technology can significantly increase your home's appeal and modernize your living space. And I'm specifically talking about smart thermostats, smart security systems, and smart lighting controls. Those three things are bonuses, right? If you can consider adding those three in, this is just some little items that are going to, again, appeal to that modern buyer and improve the value of your home and the sellability of your home. All of these updates that we just talked about are not just about improving the value of your home, even though they do, but it's also about increasing and improving your day-to-day life. And I am all about that. That's what this channel is all about. Besides helping you to make the smart decision when you're selling your home, but it's living clean, living happy, living healthy in your home and making the updates in your home that are going to bring you joy and peace. I know what it's like to live in a home where you don't value what you have, right? It can be completely run down and all these things are wrong with it, and it's in your head and it's like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be here anymore. So that's why I'm all about helping you to make those improvements and those updates that are going to bring joy and value to your life, as well as the value to your property. So if you find yourself needing to sell your property anywhere in the US, and you want me and my team to help you find the right agent to help you or the right investor to make you a cash offer, then all you have to do is click that link below. It's completely free to you. We don't charge you anything at all. We'll do all the hard work for you of finding the right person to help you with what you need. And if you are in the greater Philadelphia area or the Poconos and you're seeing this and you want to work with me and my team, just click that link below, schedule an appointment with me. If you found this video helpful, then make sure that you stick around for the following videos, because again, I'm all about helping you to make the smart decision when you're selling your home, make the right updates, make the right moves so that you feel comfortable and confident when you do decide to sell your property. Look forward to speaking with you soon. Have a great day.